Just kidding. It's time.
For another Friendsim. Ooh.
Anyway, fucking, you know how this works by now. Just go check out the other episode if you want to look at the credits. Do-do-do. It's time.
Nihkee Moolah.
For the worst thing ever, the most enormous biceps.
Oh, I love her.
I'm gonna crush you with thighs.
I can't wait, man.
It's time. For the dunkliest horn design.
Go. Oh.
What?
Time for that fucking motherfucker to die. Anyway. Look at how small that cage is. He fills up the whole thing.
Yep. There's
like no room. There's like no room to dodge and weave in there.
It's like a horse person statue.
Yeah, look at that.
Excellent. Good old indigo culture. Dim lights.
Amazing background. There's Mr. Mime back there, by the way. As well as a vast air troll.
Dim lights.
Those penis horns.
Your penis horns.
Oh, dear.
Dim lights. The din of a roaring crowd, and the smell of horribly overpriced and nauseating concessions. Even across galaxies, timelines, and perhaps even universes, there is still something deeply familiar about a sporting arena. It's a voice.
Smash your mother honking face in!
There is also something deeply familiar about sports fans. Oh. What a surprise.
Okay, ow. Blah. Such a shame having seats next to the purples. It could be so crude and boorish, don't you agree?
Okay, Missy brought us here. She appreciates the arts.
God, wouldn't be nearly this loud. Usually.
You find yourself here attending to a wrestling show, or a display of muscular theater, trademark registered to use the troll terminology, thanks to the benevolence of one Amicia Erdun.
Oh, self-voicing.
I can't believe you did this.
Self-voicing enabled. You find yourself here, attending a wrestling show, a display of muscular theater, to use the troll terminology, thanks to the benevolence of one Amicia Erdun. Self-voicing disabled.
Amicia Erdun.
Amicia Erdun.
It's almost like amnesia.
You're bad. It's stupid.
Also, I like that look.
Dumb.
Okay.
Dumb move.
Go.
She won the tickets in a raffle and excitedly invited you to come along.
Yay.
With this tattoo.
That's us. I don't know.
It's stupid. It looks like us. You agreed with some reservations that you quickly expressed. She was quite disappointed, but eventually agreed not to kidnap you and keep you locked up in his living paint jar, since you're buddies and all. What a sweet friend. You have to admit though, muscular theater isn't really your thing. It's as over the top and ridiculous as human wrestling, which makes it perfectly entertaining enough, but it's also, well, a lot more violent. Participants aren't expected to die as far.
He has nipples, but I don't see any grub scars.
Well,
I see like a purple thing that could be a grub scar, I don't know.
What a hoot.
Anyway.
As far as you can tell, but you've already seen a few get wheeled off on futuristic hover stretchers with injuries you're not sure they could survive.
Oh, gosh. She nearly got impaled there.
Every match tonight is taking place within a chain link cage. Spikes surround it on both the outside and inside and jet out occasionally from the places where the wires cross. The overall design, in addition to ensuring maximum bloodshed, seems to keep both the wrestlers inside and the audience out. Ironically, it might be safer this way. The current combatants are some olive blood named the Huntress, and a purple blood calling himself Colpitz.
Okay, so they go by like the 8-letter
These
title
dunkly
names,
8-letter titles. Interestingly to you, there is nothing clown-like about him at all. It is almost conspicuous how unclowny he is, if only due to the absolutely ridiculous amount of clown content you have imbibed in the presence of other purples. The two fighters appear to be nearly evenly matched. The olive troll ducks and weaves amid blindingly fast punches from the purple, slashing at him with grandiose arm gestures, trying to overwhelm him with a barrage of small attacks. Every one of his punches hits hard enough to knock her down, but she always springs up before he can land a second hit. She's incredibly steady on her feet, and quicker than he. In fact, you get the distinct impression that the olive troll is holding back, presumably so as to avoid inciting the crowd. Thus far, you have not seen a single match in which the lower-blooded opponent triumphed over a higher-blooded foe. It's a bit staged. It's a bit theatrical.
Ooh.
I must admit, this match is a lot more tense than I was expecting. But I hope it ends soon. There's supposed to be a really famous muscular theatrist performing next. Her name is Nihkee, and she hasn't ever lost a fight. Okay, so...
Self-voicing enabled. Amnesia. Her name is Nihkee Mula. Self-voicing disabled.
Moolah. It's just a stress on the ooh. But, if she hasn't ever lost a fight, that means she might fight, like, higher bloods and still win. It's just like the high bloods have a tendency to win, I guess.
Nonsense. She just doesn't get matched against higher bloods.
Stupid. Go.
Oh, damn.
I heard she even beat a violet blood once.
Damn.
Okay. Even beat a higher violet blood. Like violet bloods.
Yeah, you heard it. But you didn't see it, did you?
Violet bloods are hard to kill, though. Anyway.
Yeah. Moolah? Huh? Now that's a name you could befriend. You must be as big a deal as Amicia makes her out to be. Because she uses her real name instead of some ridiculous made-up nonsense like John Cena or Hulk Hogan.
You're so dumb.
How dare you?
Go.
Those are maximum real names. Yeah. Eat ass.
Oh, look. He got her.
You flinch. The purple blood finally managed to get his quarry in his clutches, and he lifts her up by the face, digging his fingers into her skull until you hear a sickening crunch and she collapses to the ground, panting heavily.
Okay,
Oof.
well, time to die.
Might have been better to not live through that one.
Yeah.
Can't bring herself back up to her feet, and the announcer calls the match to uproarious applause from the audience. Two trolls enter the cage and start dragging her out, while the winner basks in the audience's affection. The olive blood looks like she'll probably live, but she's got a dent in her face that probably isn't coming out.
Oh.
Ever. Ugh. All of a sudden you think you really need to go, get a bathroom. You mean use the stack. You mean you'll be right back.
Oh, okay. Come back soon. This fight is giving me all sorts of ideas for new painting. This is giving me all sorts of ideas for new writing.
You bitch. You don't paint. We've been over this.
Yep.
You quickly make a break for it, jostling your way through the stands and toward the exit of the arena. Before you make it, a voice calls out to you. Some slick-haired and slick-finned, violet-blooded guy, wearing a full suit with a tacky flame pattern on it.
Oh, okay.
Guy Fieri.
You be this one.
You alien. Me, you ask, pointing to yourself nervously. No, the other alien? You swing your head around wildly looking for the other alien. This bit plays out predictably for a while before you both get on the same page, which is that you are the alien whose attention he wants. You looking to make a little extra buck?
Oh boy. We're gonna get thrown in the ring.
No, not really. Never spent all that money you won with us, Daja. Okay, how about fame? Frankly, you are probably already too famous for your own good. Friendship?
Yeah!
Oh shit, yeah. Sighing with relief, the troll leads you backstage, whilst explaining that he is a promoter for this wrestling ring. One of the trolls that was supposed to perform tonight was eaten by some plant called a troll-devouring catchy grabber.
Okay. Good.
Okay.
I like it. I can't wait to write trolls that die stupid deaths, like slipping in the shower and being eaten by a plant.
As such, famed muscular theatrist Nihkee Mula has been left with nobody to fight. You will be that nobody. Somebody. An alien will bring in all sorts of media attention and controversy, which of course means big bucks for him, and friendship for you.
Are we paying attention to what he's saying?
Nihkee is so friendly, he says, in a tone so insincere, even your friendship-addled brain refuses to believe it. It's okay. You've met worse. Oh, damn.
Did we agree to it? No, okay. Well, here she is. Also, I like these people back here.
It's dongly people. Sweaty dude.
Finger gunning.
Maximum nipples.
Also, check out those other posters over there. Those are nice.
Oh.
You got that right there. It's nice.
Ass.
I like that spiky weight. It's good.
You're so silly.
Don't drop it on yourself. It'll hurt real bad.
Yeah. He takes you into a back room, which seems to be full of performers waiting for their turn on stage. There are all sorts of trolls here.
I like how she wears little leggings underneath her skirt, because that just makes sense in wrestling anyway.
Muscular and sweat-soaked, blue-blooded more often than not. Damn.
Okay, so the blue bloods are the...
It's the high art.
Dunk.
It's lifting up this box.
Go.
With her feet.
Yep, okay, go. It's so stupid.
One troll in particular stands out to you, from her severe expression to her softly pulsating robotic leg to the fact that she's the only troll with a fully illustrated sprite.
Wait, go back. Softly pulsating robotic leg. Okay, I think you mean her leg is pulsating, not the robotic part.
Why don't you?
Okay.
She's currently doing bicep curls with a set of spiked weights, huffing with exertion.
We also have been getting more meta with time.
Yeah. When the promoter approaches, she looks up with a scowl.
Oh, God, I forgot. I always forget I gotta come up with a voice.
Ultimate mute.
Any idea?
Fucking, I don't know. It's another big, strong, maximum bicep person.
I'm busy. No. I want her to have a nice voice, though.
Nice voice.
I'm busy. Just a regular voice.
Dude.
I'm busy.
He begins to explain that he has brought a new challenge for her to face, but she cuts him off and stands up. She isn't as tall as you expected, but damn if she isn't packing more brawn than any troll you've met.
Do you know what happens? Wait. Do you want to know what happens, sister to people? Wait, sister to people? Oh, it's a female diva.
Oh yes.
I mean, a female. But
oh yes.
To people who disturb my preparation. Also, she said sister. It's interesting.
What a snood.
Do you want to experience the bone-crushing, torso-shattering impact
Get it.
of these ladies right here?
She flexes. God, those muscles are huge. The promoter tells her that she really doesn't need to keep up the act. There's new cameras back here. She gives him a stern look, which distinctly suggests that she has never dropped kayfabe, I don't know this word, in her life, and has no intention of starting now.
Maybe the writer wasn't decided on what they wanted the Violet to be, or maybe they just go by any pronoun.
Who knows? Who knows? Let's not try.
Make it quick.
The promoter makes it quick.
So let me get this straight.
It's a good face right there.
Yeah.
You expect me to perform with this thing?
He seems less than impressed, which you find reasonable. Magnificent legs aside, you don't really look like the wrestling type.
Don't you dare insult me, sister. I'd rather you pulled a Rusty from the audience than subjected me to this humiliation.
Maybe she just calls the promoter sister regardless.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, but you are more than just an audience member. Frail though you may be, you have the heart and soul of a wrestler. What's a wrestler? You have much longer than about 5 minutes, you thoroughly reassure her. Wait for an opening such as this, to reveal your true passion to the world, to come alive on stage and grapple and tumble with the best of them. For eons have you thirsted for the chance to sing the song of sinew, the hymn of heft, the melody of muscle.
I don't know why we're thinking that this is a good idea.
This is such a bad idea, man. We're 1,000%
Look at this
dying.
person.
We're 1,000.
Like we're put in front of this person. Like you're gonna fight this person to the death. Do you feel okay with that? Yeah, okay.
Not to the death, but to the gravely wounded.
Yeah, it's true.
But this is such a bad idea. Why did we go with this? Because we're gonna make friends. That's really the reason. With that, you could be blessed by the opportunity to live the life of the athlete, to perform alongside your hero, to show the world that you too love to do the muscly thing. Trademark registered. That you might just...
Okay, I get it.
Glances over at the promoter and then back to you.
It does seem surprisingly articulate for a lesser being. But is it ready for a butt clenching,
Oh god.
flesh abrading, knuckle blistering, muscle rippling smackdown from uptown?
WWE.
Ooh.
Yes.
Let's go with
Actually, this is starting to sound a little much for you. You aren't sure you can quite match her enthusiasm for the craft. Oh.
What do you think you are, sister?
We're the sister.
Okay.
All along.
You, who has the globes to step to me. He just calls everyone sister.
Yeah.
You come into my dressing room with those flimsy...
Oh, I get it. It's like how Hulk Hogan calls everyone brother in his fucking like tag.
Yeah.
You know, he's famous for that.
Okay, gotcha. Flimsy, stringy, insultingly puny arms of yours.
And look at your arms. They're one-dimensional.
Damn. Also, her quirk, I think, is her belt, if in case you guys didn't... Yeah, anyway, go.
Yeah.
Look me in my eyes and challenge me to a match. Beg for the chance to spar with me. And then cluck out like the pathetic alien whelp you are.
Clucking is short for like cluck beast. Like chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get out of my sight.
Ooh.
Ooh, look at that chin. I like that.
Head bowed low, you retreat to the safety, comfort, and friendless expanse that is the audience. You can't even bear to look at when she Nihkee.
Just say Nihkee or Nike. Just say one of them.
When-
Stop fucking not saying.
When she goes out and performs, you're so saddened by the loss of a potential chum. Well, that and it's kind of grisly watching her pull low blood challengers from the audience and smash their faces into the spikes. Ooh.
Poor low blood. I can't believe it.
It's a random dude.
Aw, poor low blood. Also, he looks happy about it.
The dream.
Okay.
As we cry. We get Mega slammed.
I can't believe there are low bloods in the audience. It's oh, I guess everyone can come see everything. You just, the low bloods go.
Get the shittiest
Yeah.
seats. Nosebleed aisles. A mere 40
You
rows
just
back.
gotta have the money for it, you know? Anyway.
Reportedly.
Also, her eyes were red. Did you see that?
Yeah,
It's good.
it's hungry. Alright.
Yes.
Yes!
Also, I really like that drawing. That was really good.
Yes, I am ready for the smackdown.
Go.
You nod your head confidently. Blister my knuckles and abrade my flesh, you say. Let's get this smackdown started. It starts right now. We die.
You've got guts, at least.
She turns to the promoter
I like her teeth, by the way. I don't know if you've noticed them. Anyway.
and gives him a curt nod.
This match is on.
Then she turns back to you.
Now, sister. I need to discuss the show. Okay, so I think that Violet Blood is a he. And she just calls everyone sister.
Yeah, we've established this.
Okay, yeah. I like her. I like her. Widow's Peak. Anyway. I will make all the decisions. You will respond adequately to the storyline I present. I knew it was a bunch of acting. It's like theater and killing each other.
Yeah, only without the killing. Just most of the killing.
It will be thus. The alien invader okay, so it's like the story in terms of okay, I got it.
Dong.
Alright. The alien invader challenges me in an exhibition match to topple my mightyarchy.
You're a new.
They fight valiantly and show an entertaining display of strength. But in the end, as is right and proper, the nobler hue of the hemo spectrum prevails again.
Except for the one time you get the file blood and
Yeah.
you just forget to just brush that on the rug. Okay. Okay. You're dead. He starts flexing and showing off for an imaginary audience before turning back to you.
Any questions, sister?
Yes, actually, you do have a couple of questions. First, will you die?
No. Unless you're particularly disgustingly weak, in which case, maybe. She looks so excited.
Yes.
Such is the risk we take, we who indulge in the most noble and dignified of sports. Was willing to give up my leg for the craft. As it's also a spike. I think that's for the purposes of stabbing people. Yes.
Dunk.
Is your life, because it's not good for walking.
You're new.
I'll tell you that much.
Yes, I know.
Is your life such a heavy price to pay for a tale that will transcend us and be remembered in the annals
Yes.
of muscular history? Is it, sister?
Well,
It's rhetorical.
that happened automatically.
That's interesting.
Right. Secondly, when she says exhibition match,
It's a muscular theater term, referring to a match staged for entertainment that does not affect one's ranking on the flex ladder. Okay, so wait, scroll back for a second. Muscular theater. Okay, let's scroll back one more.
the fuck?
Exhibition. So there's some real matches, I guess some fake ones.
What? No, you're
Wait,
wrong.
like I don't get it.
All the matches are like matches. They're all acting, but they're not like acting. There is fight to it, but it's fight in the same way that wrestling is fighting, as in you don't kill the newt.
Yeah, I know.
Like professional wrestling
But it's
like fighting tiers. An exhibition match doesn't change your ranking. It's just for the purposes of having the match.
Oh, got it. Okay.
You dong. You're a big newt. It's not like we're intending to professionally compete.
Got it. Okay. We will not be sparring in the nude. Such glorious display of raw chiseled physique are reserved for the intergalactic Olympics. Naked wrestling.
It's good. That's how they did it in Greeks. It's lone zone.
I fucking love it.
That's how they did it back in the old days.
That's great.
No, yeah, you got that. Mostly you were wondering if it meant like the loser's head being exhibited on a pike or some other bloodthirsty nonsense.
Do not denigrate this noble sport with claims of savagery.
Thirdly, you're getting the sense that she's going to be playing the heel. Yeah?
The what?
You explain that in your own cultural equivalent of muscular theater, performers generally fall into the category of face or heel, wherein the face is the rule-abiding and sympathetic figure the audience is meant to root for, whereas the heel takes on a more aggressive and unlikable personality.
Part of my personality is unlikable. Are you fucking kidding me? In this culture, she's definitely the face.
Mm-hmm.
Do you dare suggest, sister, that the audience won't be roaring in thunderous applause and admiration as I conquer yet another pitiful foe?
Yeah, we're totally the heel, man.
Yeah.
You tell her, you know what, she can be both the face and the heel, and you'll just be...
subjugated under my heel.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
Because she's like the villainous personality, which is the heel, you know.
Hey, chatting time's over, you're up. She jerks her head back at you and silently marches out of the room. You begin to follow, and the promoter directs you to your entrance on the other side of the arena. You wait nervously for your cue to enter. Dude in the cage is gone.
Yep.
Well, folks,
we've had some technical difficulties, but here comes the match you've all been waiting for. Wearing the belt of champions, a leg of Rome is on. She's ready to gut the competition. A paragon of power, a lady of legwork, a true blue ruffian annihilator in the making. Clap those hands and activate your screech crevices. It's Nihkee.
I think when she says that the high blood will come out on top, it's more so like this is just the expected result, right?
Yep.
It's not so much that it's always the result. It's just the expected result.
What a neat.
Maybe. Go.
The lawful result. Nihkee approaches the stage to thunderous applause, raising her arms and soaking in all the praise. He flexes and poses. The audience throws glasses of milk at her, which shatter uselessly around her steely frame. This appears to be a common ritual for her.
Okay.
Good old Indigo Plus. With their horses and milk.
Okay.
Fine art.
Horses, milk, muscle, sweat.
Mm.
And art, yep. They definitely have a very strong... get it, strong. Anyway, but they have a very strong, sort of... not cliche, it's just like they have a very...
distinguished culture.
Yes. Okay, let's go.
She steps through one of the cage doors and it slams shut behind her, locking tight. With her arms crossed and her teeth firmly gritted, she awaits you. As the announcer begins a new intro speech, you step forward. And in the other corner, frail in stature, weak in knees, wearing a perpetual look of befuddlement, we have the some messed up low-blood alien. How has this absurd mockery of life not been called yet? Perhaps only so fate could lead them to their thrashing at the bloodthirsty hands and barbed foot of the grand Nihkee.
Yes.
A decent portion of the crowd boos at you during your approach, which you find unsurprising. You have to dodge a hail of old boots and rotten fruit. Somebody throws an entire piano at you.
Oh my god. Thank god we didn't get killed right there.
An entire piano. What the shit? Who's throwing pianos at us? Who brought a piano to the wrestling match?
They brought it specifically to throw at, like, someone scummy.
They saved the piano throughout the whole thing for the last performance. Just throw at the guy.
It's like, I'm gonna throw it at the person going against Nihkee.
So bad. Relatively unfazed. You enter the ring and hear the door close behind you. But then we dodged all that shit.
Yep. So, you've come here, alien, to prove your kind superior to the unbreakable, unstoppable troll species.
Yeah, you shout, your kind is so superior to trolls.
And you, their emissary. Does this creature look superior to you, my theater enthusiasts?
It instantly vaporized by telekinesis powers.
Oh, please. No. Anyway, let's go.
He turns to the audience, throwing out a hand and gesture to you. They boo.
It's good. Is this sorry specimen the best its planet can offer?
More boos. You counter that you came more than prepared to tackle the, mightyarchy? Yeah, that.
So you claim to be prepared.
We got a gun.
Shit. We fucking just start shooting everyone.
Got a shotgun.
We bring like some sort of like insane explosion device, just blows up the whole theater.
Get grenades.
The grenades
C4.
I don't think that's gonna kill everyone. I don't even think that's gonna kill.
Cluster bombs.
I don't think that's gonna kill one person.
It's like a fighter jet flies over.
Anyway, go.
Scatter bombs the arena.
Done.
Superior American technology.
Go. But are you prepared to face these 24-inch slither noodles?
24-inch slither, like snakes?
I think our arms.
It's definitely the arms, but what's the metaphor? Snakes? Slither noodles?
I think our arms. Let's just go.
Yeah, she flexes so hard, the announcer's sleeves explode.
Okay, sure.
The announcer's sleeves.
Okay.
Oof.
So be it. I'll crush you in a single blow.
You're expecting a referee to start the match, but then it occurs to you that there is no referee. Somewhere in the distance, a bullhorn sounds, which is apparently the signal to begin.
Good.
Without taking her eyes off you, Nihkee grabs the cage wall behind her and hoists herself up effortlessly, scaling it in reverse until she reaches the top. The announcer is screaming something about this move being called the Spiky Nihkee.
Spiky Nihkee, Spiky Nihkee. Who knows?
It sounds better as Spiky Nihkee.
It does. But an H doesn't really Nike.
I don't know. Once she finishes her ascension, Nihkee deftly leaps from the edge of the cage and spins down toward you. Her body twists and writhes in multiple blindingly fast flips before her robotic legs come slashing at you. You spend quite some time admiring her dazzling form before it occurs to you that you should probably move. You duck and roll forwards, feeling the point of her leg just barely graze your scalp. The announcer shouts, "First blood!" as you feel a light trickle down the back of your neck. Some members of the crowd are booing, presumably because they just noticed the color of your blood. Between the neon lighting and distance, they probably just think it's just rust-colored and not a mutant red, so at least you have that going for you. What you don't have going for you is time to think about your next move, because Nihkee pivots on her heel and charges at you. This time she's going for a more theatric throw. Two powerful hands grab you and lift you over her shoulder, where you nearly gore yourself on one of her horns in the struggle to escape. You plant two hands on her back and push hard, and you are delighted to find that her grip loosens and you go tumbling over her back, landing with a clumsy stagger on your feet.
I think she let us go on purpose there.
You're not sure if she let you get away with that one for the sake of the show, or if she just slipped out of her sweat-soaked palms, then you're going to charitably assume the former. She turns to face you, grunting and baring her fangs. She charges, rearing back a fist, and then sending it barreling toward your fragile human nose. You leap out of the way, only narrowly dodging it.
All you've done is avoid me, coward. Where's your killer instinct? Do I scare you?
Just inflates.
Yes, you do scare me. You're very scary.
Are you loath to face my true blue, muscle-bound beauty?
Kick her in the dick.
Okay.
You're always supposed to win. This is so dumb.
Go.
You take this as your cue to attack, and instead you run full tilt away from her. It isn't fear carrying you, you swear.
Fool! There is no running or hiding from Nihkee Moolah. Stand and fight.
She sprints toward you as you flee. The crowd is on tenterhooks.
I assume this cage is bigger than we're thinking.
Then it's illustrated.
Yes.
The crowd is... nobody knows what you're doing, least of all you. You think you can pull something cool out of this. You leap at the cage wall, barely dodging the spikes that line it, and use the slight amount of give in the chankling fence wires to springboard you off.
Okay.
Oh, give in the chain link. Okay.
Yes, yes.
With an exuberant grin, you go flying toward her, arm held out for a classic clothesline maneuver. Then you collide with her own arm and whop. Ouch. When you wake up, you are lying on what appears to be an exercise mat. Oof. You can feel a telltale throbbing sensation in your face that indicates a black eye. The rest of you, thankfully, doesn't feel particularly hurt. Nearby, you can hear the huff and puff of exertion. You glance over and spot Nihkee training on one of those leg press machines you always saw in gyms, but never had the courage to attempt at use. What is this exercise device right here?
I don't fucking know. It looks like a torture device. There's also like a taser over there, and a flogging whip, and like there are nooses. What? Oh, I guess maybe for her arms. She pulls it.
Nooses. No, this is just like a torture treadmill. Look at it. It's got a bad.
I think it's just.
It's just things that hit you.
It's just conditioning. Yeah. It's just like you keep running while you get hit. Oh my god, Nihkee.
Exercise that
spike
this
pit.
fucking bar, this spike pit, and these like fucking, I forget what they're called. Like there's just these like iron balls clamped to you.
Yep.
Good, high quality exercise room.
Those look like heavy balls, man.
No, it's the weird shit from like Kung Fu Panda.
Yep. The punchy shit. Anyway.
All right. She's wearing. What is this?
It's just a sculpture. Don't worry about it. Maybe it might be a punching bag. Yeah, punching dummy. Anyway.
She's wearing an exercise outfit which, despite its vastly different purpose, looks almost exactly like the outfit she wore in the ring. It has all the functions of a fitness aficionado would want. It's loose, it's breathable, and the artists don't have to draw a second set of sprites for it.
Yep.
As soon as she notices you're awake, she turns to speak to you.
More meta.
She doesn't even stop her workout.
You're finally awake, sister. Welcome to my hive.
Oh boy.
I have spent so much time. So much precious, valuable time waiting for you to open your eyes.
It's time to become the Dragon Warrior.
Okay.
Here we go. Oh god, how long have you been out?
About 40 minutes.
Oh, it's not that bad. Oh, that's not so bad, is it?
Perhaps, but only when compared to your abysmal performance in the ring. To be knocked out cold by your own attack. Wretched. I am an impossible foe to conquer, and yet even a Rusty has towed me longer in the realm of mortal combat.
Mm-hmm.
You are weak, sister. Offensively so.
She slams her foot forward with such velocity the weight on the leg press goes flying off and leaves a dent in the floor. Grunting, she stands, takes a long swig from a bottle, and then approaches you with fire in her eyes.
What do you have to say for yourself?
You scuttle backwards, proffering only a sheepish smile. You're, sorry? Yes?
I didn't bring you here for apologies. I brought you here to see your heart ignite with the will to improve. You are not a worthless being. You have a flair for the theatrics and appreciation of the sport and a shining soul filled of only the most intractable determination.
You say, not knowing anything about us. You just you've just decided that we have this. I guess because we played it off like that.
Because we played Undertale recently.
Okay, go.
You could be so much more than you are, sister. I could make you so much more. Cast your gaze around you and behold the Bronzeum.
Oh, look at that. That's fucking, look at that. Ah, looks so good.
What a dunk. You obediently cast said gaze around. This room is massive and littered with training equipment as far as the eye can see. Much of it resembles exercise machines like the ones you had in gyms back on Earth, but there's plenty more that looks far more alien and deadly. A treadmill which appears to throw the runner into a vat of acid if they fall off. A series of swinging axes that would look at home in a dungeon. 3 different varieties of Iron Maiden, each more horrific than the last. Iron Maidens to train in. Stupid.
What the shit? Okay.
This is presumably Nikki's personal workout studio, but you could easily mistake it for a torture chamber. You know, shit. You wonder if our Dada has ever considered a job as a personal trainer? Maybe you should bring it up with her?
There are some who may be worthy of my expertise. It is here that I can forge them just as I forge myself into beings of adamantine strength.
I don't know what that means, so I'll put it up.
It's just like fucking adamantium, the fucking mythical Norse element.
Oh, okay.
I think it's Norse.
She said a few words that I don't know. Oh well.
You're a big newt.
I think maybe like only 2, but I don't know.
Big enormous newt.
The journey will be harsh if you are made of weaker stuff than I believe. You will perish in agony.
Oh boy. Time to perish in agony.
Yep.
But if your core is strong and your will of iron, yours will be an unquenchable might.
We got on the treadmill and we're like tased and we like fall off and start crying.
Tased, we fall in the acid and we die. He extends the hand to you, your jaw set.
Look at that. It's such a, look at that face, God.
Very inspirational.
It is.
Join me, sister, and together we shall ascend to tumescent heights of muscular perfection.
Tumescent. There's a look in her eyes that you have never seen before. One of hope, of faith. Her arm vibrates, muscles quaking. Do you take it? Obviously.
Let's hesitate again. Obviously she doesn't like non-enthusiasm.
You begin to offer your hand, but under steely gaze your resolve wavers. This all seems like a lot, too much even. You don't know if you're made of stuff tough enough for the training she seems to be offering. You'd like to prove yourself, to become strong. You really would. But does she perhaps just maybe have any courses a little easier on soft and squishy creatures like yourself? The expression on her face grows terrifyingly blank. She's not scowling or snarling or sickened or any other S-word. She's just looking at you with the vaguest hint of disappointment dripping from her otherwise neutral expression.
I see. You're like all the rest, aren't you? Unworthy to receive my gifts.
Yeah.
Unwilling to reach your full potential.
Okay.
A pathetic, simpering thing, playing at dreams of muscular greatness it can never achieve because it doesn't have the will for it. You're an insult to my art. You spit on my passion. More like it's just I don't have the same passion. Get the fuck out of my face and do not. Ooh, you said a swear word. Isn't that like considered like low bloody whatever? Ever dare to return.
Shrinking under her steely gaze, you quickly flee her hive. Is this it for you? Is the screen going to fade to black, replaced by a goofy cartoonish end card with some somber game over music composed by an artistic genius, Games Roach?
There's so much goddamn meta shit.
Yes. No. You refuse.
That was cute.
You are not yet ready to call this friendship kaput. You'll show her and her draconian methods up. Damn it. It's time to get
Alright.
You're going to do it your own way, and then return, and she will be so utterly impressed by your muscular growth that you will have no choice but to admit that you are friend material. Sadly, you do not know any other blue bloods characterized by an absurd love of muscles and bodybuilding. They're basically all total nerds, actually.
Well, we know Zebra and we know Gallic. Is there anyone else?
I think that's it.
Oh yeah, Missy. You're right. Anyway.
But you can perhaps think of someone from a nearby who can help you. What?
Oh, I thought maybe like Connell or like I don't know. Whatever.
Her door swings open with gusto, and you are greeted by a familiar, smiling face.
Oh, what an unexpected surprise.
Wait, okay, yeah. Okay, good.
You really should have called. Or texted. I did literally anything else to alert me. Or did literally anything else to alert me to the fact that you wanted to visit me on such short notice when my schedules are so terribly packed. But that's alright, I can squeeze in a meeting, I'm sure. Do come in.
You step past the threshold of the door and into her office/living room. Tizius is sprawled out across the couch lazily holding a book up to her face. It looks like she's studying, which is a relief to you, because you would have felt terrible if you had interrupted some intimate time between them. Unless studying is intimate for them. You kind of hope studying isn't intimate for anyone. The prospect terrifies.
Would you like to join me and Zizi for some grub loaf? It's not... Wait, it's no imposition, I promise.
You absolutely would. You didn't know Stealth was a cook on top of everything else she does.
Oh no, I can never... Wait. Oh no, I can never. There simply isn't enough time. I'm just ordering food from Door Smash.
Door Smash?
Okay.
What the fuck is Door Smash?
They come and smash on your door and give you shit.
Oh, thank you. You can go now.
Is this a reference to something?
Maybe, I don't know.
My poor baby brain can't think of what it is.
I don't know, it's your smash burger.
It's excellent stuff, really.
Wait, but then it depends on where you fucking live.
Where do you order meatloaf from?
Whatever.
I guess we wouldn't know if it's like a regional thing.
Yep.
It's excellent stuff, really. Wait, it's excellent stuff, really. It is. Zizi has some very colourful words for the taste.
It's pretty bitchin'.
Yes, it is, certainly. That pencil our good friend here in our diner... Pencil our good friend in...
It's so hard to read fast.
Cameron, just read it slower.
Pencil our good friend here in for a dinner date, can you, darling?
They're literally right here already. We don't need to do that.
Stelsa pauses and blinks as if processing a foreign concept.
Right.
Sometimes Stealth forgets that you don't have to put everything on a schedule. Which is fair. School feeding changes the troll.
Going to school. Stealth pulls up a chair and gestures for you to sit down in front of her desk.
That's based off of the old school fed line in which you get schooled. School fed. Ooh.
All that said, while we wait for the meal to arrive, let's get down to brass tacks. What brings you to my lovely abode tonight?
Maybe they just want to see you. We should put like, let's get down to business.
You're stupid.
Because I fucked up.
What the fuck?
Don't
You're
worry.
dumb.
Eat my ass.
No.
People don't always need a reason beyond that.
You actually do have a reason though.
Shit.
You explained to Stelsa that you have a friend, more accurately a friend-to-be, or perhaps acquaintance, or perhaps a person of chum-adjacent quality you would like to impress through the pursuit of personal fitness. You recall that Stelsa was jogging when you met her, so maybe she could help you put together a fitness routine, and you could do some workouts together. Her expression lights up and she clasps her hands together. You're bad.
Oh, the loud one.
You're stupid.
High pitch.
Oh goodness, I would absolutely love that. My poor Zizi is usually far too tired and far too busy. Sometimes I don't know how I manage it myself. So I'd absolutely love a partner to keep train Saziat running on time. Assuming, of course, you won't be late. You won't be late yourself and can keep up with my pace.
Fair warning, it's blistering.
Isn't it though? Thanks, sweetums.
You confidently assert that, if nothing else, you can keep pace with her. Your legs have seen a lot of use. Walking, running, fleeing, prostrating yourself before clowns. You know, the usual.
Excellent. Well, I'll set up some meetings, then I'll add you to my schedule. My people will call your people, etc., etc. Okay. Thanks for visiting. It's been ever so lovely to see you. Toodaloo.
She's halfway through shoving you out the door when you remind her that she invited you in for grub loaf. She hastily and apologetically pulls you back inside, Tizia snickering in the background.
Don't know what I'd do if I didn't have Stealth.
It's all automatic with her.
Someone has to be the energetic one in this quadrant.
Contrast is certainly a stark one, as Tizzy has considered quaffing energy drinks here or there. Perhaps they could help keep her pep up.
1, I'd probably literally die. 2, you don't want to see me on energy drinks. Nobody does.
Fair.
I do.
You spend a while longer chatting with Tizzius before the delivery arrives and the three of you have dinner together. The grub loaf is exactly as bitchin' as advertised. A wonderful meal with wonderful friends. The perfect precursor to the fitness montage yet to come.
Like how they just chose the 2 smiley faces.
You visit Stealth on multiple days a week, fitting yourself into her incredibly convoluted and packed schedule. The feat doesn't actually prove very hard. You basically only exist to spend time with friends.
Yep.
This is very interesting. This is running, like, longer than I thought it would.
Well, I told you, I told you they're getting longer.
It's magical. They, like, chained something into the fake ending.
I know.
And it keeps going.
It's still going.
Her equipment is delightfully free of torture devices. Besides her step machine, she also owns quite a bit of smaller exercise paraphernalia. Aerobics doodads and thingamajigs, yoga mats, and jogging outfits.
We went and chose someone who's less abusive with their training. Tasing and whipping and... God damn. Anyway.
How about exercise?
Yay.
Even one of these huge bouncy exercise balls, which she bans you from using after you accidentally send it careening into a carefully organized stack of books. Our trademark fat ass. Yep. Stelsa carries herself forward with a peppy, always-on sense of gusto that can be difficult to keep up with, but her bright smile and encouraging attitude do wonders to keep you invested, to convince you that you really can acquire the swolehood you've dreamed of.
Good.
By the end of the parody, you are, well, you wouldn't call yourself ripped, but your muscles are definitely toned in a way they previously were not.
I hope this is a good ending so we can stay stronger. Anyway.
I feel like it is.
Yeah.
You feel hale and healthy, more energetic than ever, with a bit of an extra pep in your step. Apparently regular exercise makes you feel good. Wild.
Yeah, it's true. I used to do that once and then I stopped and now I'm...
You're done. As you look at yourself in the reflection of an acid puddle, you flex and watch your muscles bulge. Fuck yeah, it's time.
I like how, are we in an acid puddle or are we in acid rain and we can just handle the acid rain now?
At least, you hope it's time. You climb into your scuttle buggy and prepare to set the autopilot to
Didn't I tell you to never come back here? She just slams us.
punched at 99 yards.
Like, but I work so hard.
Well, I guess we're gonna be strong now.
Okay.
Prepare to set the autopilot to Nikki's place, but something stills your hand. Some strange sensation that has been slowly, surely settling in your stomach. A sense of unease, of dread. Your days of foolish ignorance are long past, and in their place a burgeoning understanding of the universe in which you exist, and the harsh laws by which it rules its inhabitants. You're beginning to fear, made the wrong choice, with all the consequences such a lapse in judgment entails. Will you ever truly befriend Nihkee, or are you cursed to live, for who knows how long, in a world without her sweet smile to cure your insatiable addiction? Mayhap you need not wonder. Mayhap the time has come to look inside yourself, and know. You are going to give your chakras one real motherfucker of a blitzing. It's going to take mood music of the highest caliber. Having picked up some meditative tips from Boulder, you navigate your Scuttlebuggy's radio dial to an achromatic buzz station, which is currently playing some soothing ocean sounds.
Keep going.
You hear?
I hear it, yeah.
The gentle lap of water meeting the shore, the rhythmic beat of the tide, as steady and as sweet as a mother's heartbeat. It's interspersed with distant honks and weird animal chattering, of course, because this is still fucking Alternia. You lean back into your seat, reclining it as far as it can go, and sink into the cushiony softness. Something sharp is poking at your rib, but you try to ignore it. You close your eyes and allow the white noise to flood your senses, blocking everything else out. Oh yeah, you are really vibing this shit right now. Chakra status, blitz to high hell.
Oh.
The music changed. Damn! You imagine causality as a river. Every choice a branch, tributaries upon tributaries, winding ever downward, pooling in lakes of inevitability. The pit in your stomach gnaws. It all ends here, stagnant, bitter water, reeking of death. The ocean ever out of reach, your soul ever yearning for the single solitary estuary among all the ceaseless spillways. You take a deep breath. The water laps at your sides and tickles your ears. You are adrift. You feel the gentle bob as you float down the river, hear the rush like a ticking clock, gravity as time pulling you ever forward. Which river is this? To what end does it deliver you? Your breathing slows, then shudders. You feel the rapids approach, the rivers blur, then shift. Your heart rewinds, misses a beat, a surge of emotion, water streaking down the curve of your cheek. Your lungs ache. Which lungs? Which river? Which you? You try to focus, but the water beats at your brows, lashes your arms and legs, too tired to swim. You try for another deep breath, but nothing comes. With a tumultuous gasp, you sink beneath the surface, to the churning darkness below. Here, amidst the battering onslaught, the images come, whirls of emotion, of sound, of thought, memories best forgotten or never known, lakes meant to remain uncharted. Crack of thunder, rain and tear fall, a single drop of olive. The record skips.
The dark skies.
It's something from Boulder's Route, if you remember.
Yes, I remember. No, it's not from Boulder's Route.
Here, dong. Let me read the note.
Okay.
Peace through rage, the whirl of the carousel. Horses whinny as the calliope sings. The circle takes you. Searching eyes implore you. The puppet's strings stretch toward the moon. A flash of a blade, a spray of blood, the strings are cut. The crackle of energy, the world gone grayscale, lies deeper than the deepest pit, a shuddering final breath. You are lost, lungs burning, water clogging every inch. You furrow your brow. Think, find your river. Coughing, wheezing, a final rattling gasp, panic seizes you. A resounding crack, the stamp of hooves, the ricochet of gunfire, the death of one, of thousands. A low, sinister honk. Footfalls, loud and deep. The swing of a club. Blood on the pavement. Dark, acrid smoke. Indistinct voices and crackling intercom. A lurch beneath you, feet thrown out. Neon energy, crackling green. Choking, desperate, lungs aflame. You focus your will. Where are you? Which are you? Find your river. Piercing eyes. A stern, uncompromising gaze. The singe of acid, crushing spikes, The body warned nothing, all for her approval. Ooh. We haven't seen that yet.
Wait, go back. Oh, dang.
The puff of exertion, gray muscles flex and spirits lighten. A gulp of water, a shine of smile. A looping tape, mirrors and mirrors. The mind, like time, infinite. The tributary splits and you, finally, drift down your chosen route. Freshwater visions as you float toward the surface. A carefree decision. Scuttling legs in the thrum of an engine. Cityscapes passing by.
Okay, wait, go back. You sure I can start the vehicle punching in
I haven't seen this either.
there? No.
Big news.
Start the vehicle, punching in Nikki's address and leaning
what
back
are you
into
reading?
your seat.
Don't read it.
As a familiar sensation of the autopilot takes hold and the buggy begins to go.
What are you doing?
Go.
Stern anger, a fist tightly clenched. Shaking, barely restrained. Hope crushed under rigid foot. Haven't seen this either.
Wait, go back, go back.
Cameron, what are you doing?
Okay, yeah. Go ahead. Well, that looks like it's coming from this route. It doesn't matter if we haven't seen it. We're seeing it now.
A plan, poorly conceived.
Yeah. Amazing strength, unbelievable beauty.
Something about being in vents.
Fago's trying to go. Okay, yeah.
Desperation, madness, friendship at all costs. Yeah.
Okay.
Navy blood pooling on the concrete.
Ah, sweet. Look at that.
Troll and plan, both collapsing, cold hatred in her eyes. Tense footfalls on the pavement. Muscles strained to exhaustion. The sun rising over a desperate chase. Water bottle, stowed in there. What a newt. Escape. Sweet bliss soon to shatter. Blood and bone turn to steel. Yeah, this looks like the other route. Fruitless assistance. Your clothing, your soul, stained with blood. No more. No more.
Look at that. Okay, keep going.
What's happening, man? One more step. One more desperate step. One foot after another.
It's into the
The endless chase.
nearly 1 year anniversary of, well, I'm not sure what you call it. Okay. I like this. This is cool.
Drenched in fear. In sweat. Hidden, but not well enough.
Wearing a fearful breathing.
Getting chased down.
Her bionic ears. Nothing can hide a terrified heart,
What the fuck is happening, man?
nor the heat of your blood, your infrared senses. And you told me not to read this shit.
I was going over past events first.
I know, so fuck you.
The curtains fall. One final heartbeat at the end of all things. Nike board.
Okay.
Searching, the searing blue eye flashes in the darkness.
Okay. Oh no. Fucking no.
I knew it all along.
Sam actually sands up your tail.
So bad. But you emerge from beneath the surface with a gasp, coughing up water, and oh, it's just you sitting in your scuttle buggy, gentle white noise still playing on the radio. You take a moment to catch your breath, your heart thumping against your ribcage like it wants to crawl out and beat you senseless for subjecting it to all that horse shit. Whew, okay. Enough meditation for one day. You think you're just gonna reach over and kinda set the autopilot to Stelz's house instead of Nike's? Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
You have no idea if this will avert or merely delay some horrifying and grisly end or another, but it's better than the alternative.
Oh my god. This is amazing. Keep going.
Did we just like
He's trying to pray. He's trying.
Did we like foresee
the ending?
the end of this route?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Keep
Maybe
going.
not.
I think it's more so he's just like worried it's gonna be the end, so he's like trying to delay it.
And besides, you really want some more of that bitchin' grub loaf. It's the end.
We still lost anyway.
We had premonitions of cyborg Nihkee.
Yeah.
And we were like, nah, let's not.
And fucking Dylan, you told me not to read this shit. It was like future events of this route that we didn't get to go to because, yeah.
Yeah. I read them. We read the important ones. You don't need.
Okay. Anyway, let's go.
Okay. Well. Cool. Real cool.
Also, our horn is broken. Anyway.
We avoided the newt. We live another day.
Shit, that was fucking crazy. Anyway, go.
Just kidding. We lost, so it's time to win.
Take her hand.
You take her hand, staring into those hopeful eyes. Oh, to see that deep sapphire blue filled with the glow of friendship. She squeezes your hand so tightly you feel your fingers fracturing.
Excellent. Oh wait, my bad. Excellent.
I knew you had the spark. Now to make a flame. To grind. And crush. And pummel the flint. Until it bursts into the roaring blaze of strength. Today, I shall begin by testing your limits. Come.
She leads you to the treadmill and the deep bubbling pit of acid directly behind it. You nervously step on.
Oh, I'm sorry, I gotta be like a Gary.
You're a big newt.
Okay, we're going to measure your speed and stamina. Run until you can run no longer.
She starts up the machine, gives you a nice breezy jogging pace at first, but the treads quickly begin to whir away at a blindingly fast rate. You're sprinting as hard as you can to keep up, holding desperately onto the arms of the treadmill.
Come on, sister, grit your teeth. Put some thrusts anew into it. If you're not evacuating your acid tract by the time you're done, you aren't trying hard enough.
Sweat beads on your forehead as you push your legs to the limit, running like you're being chased by an angry drone.
Oh man, I like that. It's like...
Your feet must be blurring like Sonic the fucking Hedgehog by now. The treads are moving ever faster and you can almost feel yourself slipping. Got to hold.
Time to die.
You lose your grip and go flying backwards, narrowly grasping onto the ledge of the pit and dangling into it, your toes singed by the acid. Youch! You hoist yourself up over the edge and roll to the side, hissing. Nihkee stands over you, clucking her tongue.
Top speed, 12 miles per hour. 12?
Is that good? That's good, right?
For a bronze blood.
Okay.
Hey.
Hey, it's better than us.
Hey, we're not even on the spectrum, man. We shouldn't even get this high.
Next test.
She takes you from machine to machine in quick succession, each time commenting on your skill level. Your biceps are as terrible as Rusty's, your lungs are gold at best, your legs an unexpected cerulean. All the while taunting you, encouraging you to push stuff further.
The desiccated corpse of my ancestor could do better than this.
You struggle to deadlift a giant barbell made of dead monster skulls.
Are you going to eject this May fluid all night long, or are you going to woman up?
You go toe to toe with a punching bag that shoots sonic blasts at you whenever you hit it.
Oh. Okay.
Shape up or get ejected by the nearest solar execution barge.
Oh boy, is this how they kill you in space? Solar execution barge. Just open the doors, push you out into the sun. Good stuff.
Well, maybe it's kind of like the Rick and Morty thing where they shove the Morty into the thing and then just like shoved into space.
Solar execution though.
So, oh yeah, you're right. So I guess into the sun. Whatever, let's go.
Get thrown into the sun. Good stuff.
Just
what if it's like a suicide ship?
Oh, maybe.
Could be like that. You sob as she forces you to do 30 minutes of freeform jazzercise.
Okay.
Your jazz hands are terrible.
By the time an hour is up, you are panting and huffing, desperate for a break. Nihkee finally relents.
Your reward for staying alive thus far.
5 cents.
Taking a break.
Stay hydrated, sister.
He tosses you one of those protein shaker bottles that gym buffs are always chugging from. You regard the mixture within curiously for a moment before throwing caution to the wind and gulping some down. When has imbibing alien substances ever hurt you before? When the flavor hurts your taste buds, you almost retch. Is this Gatorade mixed with milk?
Oh, gross. Nutritious and delicious. Okay.
Gatorade. Good stuff.
Gatorade mixed with milk. More milk.
Milk is the source of all indigo energy, didn't you know?
Fucking Gatorade and milk. Okay.
Gotta get those electrolytes that milk doesn't have. God,
I would not want to be here. I would cry.
You keep chugging it. You need the liquids, foul though they be.
Alright, lactose break over. Let's continue.
Wait, but my muscles are still dead. She next leads you over to one of those Iron Maidens. This one doesn't actually look spike. It just has a blunt, bumpy surface on the inside.
Get in.
What?
Get in, sister.
Well, you reluctantly step inside the Iron Maiden and the doors clamp shut around you. This thing is far, far too tight for you, and the bumps are pressing into you from all sides, threatening to squeeze you away into nothing. You groan and push back against the walls, desperately trying to keep them from crushing you into a little human waffle. Just when you think your strength is about to give out, the Maiden opens.
Pressure resistance, about olive level. The results are, surprisingly, adequate. Your potential continues to shine. Good work. Fucking just went in there. Just got squeezed.
It's like blood pressure, but for your whole body.
Oh, gross. It's like you just get you squeeze your muscles and then you have to come out and use them again.
Okay.
Okay.
This halfway point seems to mark a change in her attitude as you continue to just barely persevere through everything she throws at you, like a shake weight so powerful it leaves you shuddering intermittently through the next few exercises. Shake weight.
Keep steady, sister. Don't lose heart on me now.
A rowing machine that douses you with boiling water if you can't keep up the pace.
Oh my god. Go, go, go. We'll make a fuchsia medalist of you yet.
No, we don't have gold medals.
Okay, gotcha.
I got like hemo-spectrum medals.
Except they weren't gold.
Yep.
Whatever.
They just don't use gold medals.
Okay.
I guess.
Let's go.
Literally being chased around a field outside by a giant toothy monster.
Oh my god. Don't you dare allow this thing the satisfaction of feasting on your bones. Okay.
After hours of this grueling work, you finally collapse. You think some of your bones are broken, your heartbeat is coming in quick and irregular pulses, and you can hardly breathe. Your vision blurs and shifts at the edges. God, you're amazed you haven't passed out yet.
Get up.
You glance weakly up at Nihkee, expecting her to be looking down at you with disdain, but instead you see her crouching down and offering you her hand, wearing a smile. You take her hand and she pulls you up to your feet. The look on her face now resembles pride.
She's so cute. I love her.
And when she claps a palm down on your shoulder, it only kind of hurts.
You've done well, sister. I threw everything I had at you, and you soldiered on with head held high, even as your body broke beneath the weight. I have never seen such commitment.
I have broken 200 of my 206 bones.
I will never recover from this. Such strength of heart and soul. Such dedication to the craft. Such appreciation for the most righteous of pursuits. You are no mere workout partner. You are a workout friend.
A light blossoms inside you like the neighing of a horse. This feeling of power, of strength, of the bond between warriors. This is real and true, and this light will never, ever leave you. As you bask here in the unsatisfied and sweaty glow of a good workout. Of the satisfied and sweaty glow of a good workout, you realize that planets, universes, dimensions, realities, powers, principalities, and cosmos come and go, but being swole as fuck, trademark registered, is forever.
Oh my god.
Yay.
We did
It was that easy, huh?
Okay. Oh my god. But yeah, shit's getting nutly.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is happening?
We got swole.
Okay, yeah, I guess Swole is forever. Forget about the universe. Swole is life.
Mad gains.
Disregard the fucking everything else. Yeah.
Maximum gains.
And I want to go back and see what the fuck happened in that other one since you fucking skipped it.
We can go back and see, but I don't think we really missed anything.
Yeah, I mean, you audience can read it yourself. We'll go back and look ourselves off screen.
Ultimate.
All right. Well, that was fucking great.
Thanks for tuning in to this week's especially strange episodes of Friendsim.
That was amazing.
We'll see you, like, around Christmas, I think.
I'm not even sure if all of those, like, her losing her leg, like, how does that happen in this route? Maybe we keep training?
I think it was in the challenge route, maybe.
What challenge route?
The one where we go back.
We go back? What do you mean?
And we go back and challenge her again, now that we got...
Oh, no, I know. But, like, there were some things I felt like that happened in there that had nothing to do with Nikki's route.
Yeah.
That we also haven't seen. I think it's just the idea of all these hypotheticals.
Mm-hmm.
All these...
They seem vaguely connected. Like,
yeah. The cyborg one seemed... Like, I have no idea what the fuck happened. I'm curious about it.
You know how we, like, refused to lose that one time?
Yeah.
Like, it seemed to me that perhaps the connections were in the forced continuation of the losing route.
Uh-huh.
They were all tucked in there.
Gotcha.
Somehow, one way or another. Like, we fucking wandered around escaping the whole time. Like, we had our friends help.
Yeah.
Like, you saw, like, Malik and Alpa and Tagiri.
And you fucking skipped that shit. You were like, whatever.
Well, it was kind of blended together. There
I know it was
really
blended together.
To read.
I know. But, like, that was really interesting.
It was interesting.
Anyway, Cyborg Nikki kills us. The end.
And we got tracked down in a field. We spent like a year out there.
Of trying to avoid the bed ending.
Evading Nihkee. Yeah. Then Sans Undertale showed up and whooped our ass.
Shit.
We died, I guess.
Here he comes. Bam! Ba-da-bap-bap.
You're bad.
The end.
You're a newt.
Fucking ends in a meme. Anyway. Alright, that was very interesting. I enjoyed that a lot.
Very strange. So yeah, tune in next time, like fucking Christmas.
I liked both of the routes a lot in this one. Like, a lot.
Yeah.
Alright, that was fun.
Tune in next time for a special Christmas episode.
Merry Christmas, except I think it's another 3-week wait.
Yeah, probably.
But, yeah.
We'll be doing...
Finish Marvis.
Exactly the same thing.
Yeah, edit all these episodes. We haven't even released our next Delta Rune.
Yeah, need a newt. I'm working on it. Don't complain in the recording. We're done here. We're done.
I'm complaining in the recording because I want everyone to know. Everyone to know why our schedule is behind. It's all your fault.
We're fine. They're not going to hear this until this episode comes out, so eat a dick.
Yeah, but once it comes out, they'll be like, oh, that's why it was behind.
You're stupid newt.
Because you're a dumbass.
I don't think anyone's going to care by the time this comes out.
Anyway. Alright.
You're a big fucking...
Love you guys.
Gadongus. I'm gonna shove you in a hole.
Alright, enjoy. Check out if you like our work.
Goodbye.
Like, comment, subscribe.
No.
Follow my Patreon. Join my Discord.
Follow and donate to the Patreon, or you will be attacked by Sans Undertale at 3 a.m.
Don't stay in school. I'm joking.
You will find Sans Undertale under your bed.
Alright.
You'll have 7 years of bad luck fucking all those Instagram.
Alright, we're done.
We're done. We're done here.
Nihilist Anonymous.
It's
out.
Low quality.
Bye.
Go home.
Good ending.
You lose.